Hey guys, Jason20W here. How's it going? Yes, I haven't made a video in a while. I know. Sorry about that, guys. Life happens. But anyway, I thought that I would make you guys an update video. I have in front of me here a custom built T-Max. I have been building this for a while now. I know that I showed it off before, but this thing has undergone many changes, and I thought that I would make a video of it, just in case if anybody would like to do the same thing. So, to start the video off, it has the same Road Rage Proline tires on it with the old school T-Max rims. I did change the shock oil out to 45 weight front and rear, and then I did change out the steering servo for a higher torque servo. It's a Spectrum. I'd have to look up again, but it's Spectrum all metal gear high torque servo, and it's running 2.4 radio system. And then I made my own 6-volt lithium battery packs to get rid of the 4-cell battery holder, which is really nice. I just went and bought those they're the high drain C123A non-rechargeable lithium batteries, and there's 2 of them. And then, obviously you put those together and that gives you 6 volts. And then I just made them into a battery pack. Works great. And then I got new Traxxas air filter on there. And then I took a transmission out of a T-Max 3.3 and put that in here. And it was a little bit of a challenge getting it all figured out and whatever, because technically this chassis isn't designed for this style transmission. Bear with me, guys. It is set up for this style transmission, the old style. So I had to do a little bit of modifying to get it to work. Not too bad, but enough. And then I had to do a little bit of work. I had to make a little bit of room for the brake. But other than that, yeah, it's the same engine. It's the GS21. That's always been the same. Got rid of the 80mm fuel tank and went with a 100 what is this one? 150 cc Revo tank, and I made my own little holders for it. And what these are is that is on the old school T-Max and E-Maxes, they had the round body posts or shock tower posts. That's what these are. Cut them down, drilled a hole in the center, ran the screw up from underneath, and then these are plastic washers. See, I got one there, and then I had to space it out a little bit, and then I used the body clips to hold it in. It's pretty much exactly what Traxxas is doing. And you can see that on the other side there. And it's just the standard Traxxas fuel line. And like I said, it is a 21 big block by GS. The engine runs great. The biggest issue with doing this conversion was getting all these linkages right. This is all off of the T-Max 3.3, and I took this off of T-Max 3.3, but I had to make this linkage in here. I had to custom build that to get it to work, because this engine is naturally up higher than it would be the 2.5 or the 3.3, and you can't use the 2.5 or the 3.3 linkage because it's too short. So I pretty much had to custom that one, and that's why this little collar is on there. It's to keep this raised up, you know, and it works pretty good. Functions perfectly. It has the newer differentials, front and rear. And then it has RPM upper and lower A-arms. It has the regular shock tower in the front, because I just haven't ordered the RPM one yet. But on the back here, as you can see, I had to use the RPM one because it droops down. For my dual exhaust setup here, what this is, before anybody asks, no, this isn't actually necked down, okay? When you look straight through, the diameter of it is exactly the same. The only reason why it looks like it's necked down is because this was all one long silicone tube. It came with the dual exhaust pipe, okay? Well, it wasn't long enough, so I had to cut it in half, and then I had to add a piece of steel tubing in between it, and then I stuck it in on this end, and then I stuck it in on that end. You know, and then it's zip tied. Then I took and put heat shrink over the top of this, and that sucked it all down good and tight. This doesn't leak at all whatsoever. Now we're on to the dual exhaust pipe. Now, I know what everybody's going to say. Oh, you shouldn't have done the dual exhaust pipe. Oh, they don't have enough back pressure. Oh, they don't this. They don't. Oh, they suck and blah, blah, blah. And you should have never have done that. It's better to run this and it's better to run that. Well, save it, because, you know, it's my shit and I'm going to do what I want with it, okay? And I bought this pipe for a fair deal. I've always wanted a custom T-Max with the 3.3 transmission, the big block engine, and dual exhaust. It's just what I've always wanted to do, so that's what I did. Took this out the other day, and it was around, I don't know, it was around 30, 35 degrees here. And, you know, I had it in my vehicle. The vehicle was nice and warm, so the engine was already, you know, it was probably, you know, 65, 70 degrees in my van. You know, so the engine was already at room temperature. Put fuel in it, put the glow igniter on it, fired right up, let it warm up, drove it around. Had to fiddle with the high speed a little bit, fiddle with the idle a little bit, and this thing runs great. This pipe sounds absolutely awesome on this engine. So, and hold on here, guys. If you guys want to know which pipe it is this brand. And it is the, if you can see that, Category 5 Hurricane dual exhaust pipe. And it's pretty cool. You can either run it without the little chrome tips, or you can run it with. I like it with. I think it looks pretty freaking pimp. And it, like I said, it sounds freaking great. It just sounds mean. And you can get this pipe on eBay for $39.99, $9.95 or $9.99 shipping. So If anybody wants to put dual exhaust on their T-Maxx, their Savage, or anything like that, this tuned pipe will work. I know that there was our Logix, and there was a few other brands where they came out with dual exhaust pipes, and people had nothing but issues with them. But I'm not having that problem. So if anybody wants to leave any comments saying, oh, you need to get that pipe off of there, and you need to go back to the stock pipe, or you need to get this pipe, you need to get that pipe, just save it, because I don't want to hear it. It's my hobby. I like to do things that normally other people wouldn't do. And like I was telling my other friends, how do I know if it's going to work or not unless I try it myself? If I try it myself and it doesn't work, then I know not to suggest it to other people. Then I know what all the hype and whatnot is about. Instead of going off a he said, she said, I'm going to find out for myself. And see, now if I would have listened to what other people were telling me to do, and I wouldn't have gotten a dual exhaust pipe, I would have never have known any of that. I would have never have known if it was going to work or not. So that's the reason why I went ahead and bought this pipe for this engine, because this engine it runs great. It's not picky. So, yeah, the GS stuff, the SH engines, they're awesome engines. Don't let anybody, if anybody out there is thinking about getting the GS engine or an SH engine, they're worth every damn dollar. Because I've had a lot of Traxxas engines, I've had a lot of other engines, and the Traxxas stuff, you're always farting around with it. The carburetors are junk on them. You're constantly freaking fighting with them. Every once in a while, you can get a good one, and it'll just run. But after a while, after you're running a couple of gallons through it, it'll start showing signs of having issues. This engine is going on. The guy that I originally got this truck from built this truck over 20 years ago. Okay? And I got it, and I pretty much revised it, made it better with the same engine. And God only knows how many gallons of fuel that he has ran through it in that amount of time. And me, I probably have a gallon ran through it. Last summer, I ran at least a gallon through it, and still, it is showing zero signs of trouble. So, yeah, kudos to GS and SH. But anyways, a little bit of information there for you guys. And then another thing I just remembered, how I have this geared. Now, how I had to gear this thing might not, it might make some people cringe, or some people just might not care. But the way that this truck was geared is it was geared with an HPI spur gear. This one here, and I believe, let me see off camera here. It said 52 tooth. So it had a 52 tooth spur on it. And these teeth are Mod 1.0 gear teeth, okay? So is the clutch bell, right? Obviously. Literally the only spur gear that I could find that was going to work on this slipper clutch with this transmission is this Revo, it's the older Revo Mod 1.0 spur gear. And I thought that maybe it might have geared it way too high, but it actually seems to run pretty damn good off of it. Now, Yes, I should have a little bit larger tires, but it does perform pretty good. I mean, I was out ripping it, like I said the other day, and I filled this tank all the way up, and I was out bashing it for a good 20 minutes, and I still had fuel left over. So it was probably, oh, let's see, there's probably about to here on the tank fuel left in it. So that's pretty damn good, especially for running it in 30-35 degrees. And my first run on it, on a pipe that you shouldn't be using, worked great, ran great. I had a little bit of a fine-tune adjustments to make here and there because it is a fresh build and it was my first time taking it out. But other than that, it's been a fun build. It's an awesome build, you know. But anyway, this video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, of course, you know, I still have the two maxx's. And I have a custom-built Stampede there. Yes, it has short course rims and tires on it. But relax, it is geared for those rims and tires. And then there's the Stampede. And then, eventually, coming soon, is going to be my Revo. Yes, I got another Revo. I don't know, those die-hard people that watch my channel, they know that I had a Revo, a V-twin Revo. It had twin VXL systems in it. Well, I'm bringing it back. So, but that one is that one's a back burner project because stuff has not gotten any cheaper. So that one will get done whenever it gets done. This one is ready to rip. That actually freaking goes pretty good. I built that out of just spare parts laying around. That's why it has mix match rims and tires on it. Yes, you see it's brushless. You know, yes, I put the receiver box right there. But well, let's see, it costed me $3 to build that. I mean, you know, you can't go wrong. But anyway, I think this video is long enough. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am still around. I am still making videos. There obviously is things going on. You know, so it's just slow. You know, it's winter, it's cold. You know, I have other things going on. And it's just as stuff comes in, I work on the stuff. You know, and on top of that, people don't watch my videos like they used to. So I kind of just, whenever I make a video is whenever I make a video. If you guys start personal messaging me, asking me to make videos sooner, then I'll probably do that. But I would like to see some feedback. But anyways, please rate, subscribe, and comment, you guys, and we'll catch you in another one.